So first, we're going to create a series circuit. And in order to do that, you're going to go on TinkerCAD.com, and you're going to go on the left-hand side to where it says Circuits, and then click on Create New Circuit. First, we need a breadboard. So on the right-hand side, you can either scroll down to Small Breadboard, or you can type it in the search bar, and you're going to place it in the workspace. Then on the top left, under the TinkerCAD logo, you're going to flip using the Rotate button until the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I, J are all on the top. Then we need a power supply. So in the search bar, you can type power. And then if you scroll down, it's right here, power supply. Grab one of those, place it on the workspace. And we're going to change the voltage by highlighting voltage and typing in 9. Then we're going to connect the red lead to this first power strip, and we're going to make that wire red. Then we're going to connect the black lead to the black power strip and make it black. Next, we need a resistor. So I'm going to type in resistor and grab a resistor, and I'm going to put this in row 2, column F. For this particular resistor, we want it to be 470 ohms. So in resistance, we're going to type 470, and then make sure you change from kiloohms to ohms. Next, we need another resistor. This time I'm going to place it so the end of the resistor is in the same row as the first resistor. So the first resistor is going to be in row 6. The second terminal is going to be in row 10. And then this resistor, we're going to change it to 1.2 kiloohms. Just type 1.2, and the units are kiloohms, and you should get that. Lastly, we're going to place one more resistor, and we're going to change it to 270 ohms. Make sure you change kiloohms to ohms. And that's it for the circuit. Now we need to power the circuit. So we're going to put a wire that goes from the power strip to row 2, and then from row 14 to ground. And we always make ground black and power red. And now we have a circuit that comes from the voltage source down this strip, jumps into row 2, goes through the first resistor, jumps to row 6, goes through the second resistor, jumps to row 10, goes through the third resistor, finally jumps to the black row or the black column, which takes it back to the ground. Now, question 1 asks for you to find the total current, so we're going to need a multimeter. So you can either scroll down to the bottom, or you can type in multimeter, and we're going to place it just up here. Now, for a multimeter, when you're measuring current, you actually have to break the circuit and make sure that the multimeter is in series. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this first lead here, and we're just going to connect it to the positive end of the multimeter, and then the negative end is going to go right here. So instead of the power being able to go to this row, it has to go through the multimeter before it can get to the resistor. On the multimeter, you want to select amperage, just the same as current. And then we can press Start Simulation on the top right, and we get our total current to be 4.64 milliamps. Now we need to find voltage. So we're going to press Stop Simulation. We're going to return this wire, so that it's back in row 2. And when we take the measurement for voltage, we want to be in series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first, or the black lead, and I'm going to put it at the end of the first resistor. And then I'm going to make a new lead that goes from the beginning of the first resistor to the positive end. And so now it is in parallel with the resistor. I'm going to switch the multimeter to voltage. And I'm going to press start simulation. And we get our voltage as 2.18 volts for resistor 1. To find it for resistor 2, all you would do is press stop, move it to the resistor 2. Press play. You get 5.57 volts for resistor 2. And then you would do it with resistor 3. At the end, make sure you press stop simulation. You can retitle it activity 1.1.5C, and then it saves automatically.